In a random spin with Clantanemo Bay, we are at a 10 hole 11 disadvantage and we managed to pull the W. Stay tuned for more details as far as how that even occurred. Hey, what is going on, guys? This is DJ Clan Smasher, and today I'm bringing you an episode Elite Gaming versus Clantanemo Bay. I wasn't planning on recording this one, but wow, just the team surprised me. It was a crazy war, guys. We got a lot of fresh, awesome, cool looking hits. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the Town Hall 9. So this one's gonna be by Unil, and Unil is gonna be showing us a pretty cool attack. I believe this one's gonna be a queen walk with a La Lune attack. So the queen walk is going to be started over here very shortly, guys. So anyways, while this is going on, I'm gonna talk about the war a little bit. So pretty much the breakdown, it came out to be let me go ahead and pull that up real quick. But pretty much we were at a Town Hall 11 disadvantage. They did have one more Town Hall 11 than us. We did have one more Town Hall 10 compared to them. But as far as the Town Hall 11s, they did have an advantage. So anyways, guys, let's see. Okay, so the breakdown was 5, 17, and 18 for Elite Gaming, and the breakdown for them was 6, 16, 18. And pretty much we got one 11v11, guys. That one was by me. We also got 3 10v10s. They got 2 out of the 14 that they attempted. We got 3 out of the 13 attempted ones. And as far as the 9v9s go, we did pretty good. We got 18 out of 27, so we got 67%. Our dips were almost perfect. We missed one by a little bit, but we did such a great job, guys. So overall, we did pull the big W. And the attack that I'll be showing you guys is a very similar base that I actually hit in FFS. If you want to go ahead and check that war recap, it is going to be there. I didn't post my 11v11 attempt because I made it in a plan and smash. But if you want to go ahead and check it out, I pretty much break down the attack that I'm doing here in the plan and smash, and that's how I planned for the attack. So it was pretty easy for me to redo the attack because I just rewatched the replay, making sure that I placed everything about the same place. And everything worked out about the same way, guys. So anyways, as you can see, the queen walk will start at the top portion. Unil was able to break in and place a nice cool jump spell that's going to make it to where the queen is going to go to the middle, take care of the queen, and be able to take care of another air defense most likely. But the queen still has the queen ability, so that's the cool thing. And then check it out, guys. So this La Lune portion is very well managed, as you can see. Just very patient when it comes to the spells, because there are no more spells anymore. There's only one more spell, and guess what the spell is for? It's going to be for the queen, to make sure that the queen stays alive. So that is the first time I see something like this, guys, where pretty much it's going to be spell heavy when it comes to the queen walk itself, but it's not going to acquire too many spells for the actual La Lune portion. So that was very interesting for me to actually watch. There is a wizard tower at the very end, so I find that pretty dangerous. I would have saved a Lune maybe for the back end portion. But as you can see, Unil did use a rage spell on that queen to keep the queen alive. So it wasn't really too much of an issue because the queen would have eventually gotten to that point and taken care of the last defenses, guys. And as you can see, there's a swarm of lava pups and minions just working their way through and getting through the base, guys. So anyways, that is going to be one of the Town Hall 9 hits that I'll be showing you. I wish I could show you a lot more, but I don't want to make this video super long, guys. Like I said, we got a lot of great content. We got a lot of 10v10s. I'll be showing you at least one 10v11, guys. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and move on to Badboys Head. He actually didn't get a 6-pack this war, but he did get a fresh hit on this attack, so that was pretty awesome, guys. So Badboy is going to be showing us a cool attack here, and this time it's actually going to be a dragon attack. It's not going to be a queen walk dragon attack like we have previously done for pro tips, where Badboy did come in and show and in the channel to show us how to do that one. This one's just going to be an all dragon attack for the most part with the clone bone is what they call it. Back end loons. So anyways, guys, as you can see, the queen is going to be a Sui hero type of attack. The queen is sent at the top portion at 3 o'clock. Then the king is going to be sent at 12 o'clock just to create that funnel, making sure that the dragons stay in the core section. That's the most important thing. Then the Lava Hound is going to be sent straight in. I thought it was going to be a back-end Lalo, but not quite, guys. So just kidding on that part. So anyways, the Lava Hound was actually sent in with all the dragons just to take some hits. But as you can see, there are a few loons that are saved, and there is a clone spell, so it's still a back-end loon portion. And somehow he, oh, okay, whoa, that was so close, guys. Somehow he missed the loons for a little bit, but then they ended up managing to get back in there where the clone spell was, and were able to get cloned. So that was very close, guys. That was almost a fail when it came to cloning the loons, actually. So that was pretty interesting. I thought I had seen the replay, but I guess I didn't remember what had happened here, guys. So anyways, as you can see, the dragons are working their way towards the middle section, taking care of the rest of the storages. And that Inferno, even though it is still standing, it's not going to affect the dragons too much, because the dragons have so much HP. The only thing we're really worried about when it comes to the Infernos are troops that are low, like wizards, bowlers, witches, things like that. But as far as the dragons go, they have so much HP, you're not really too worried about them unless it is a single Inferno. And most people will not carry those, because then that makes you prone to witch attacks and all that other stuff. So anyways, guys, Bad Boy saw a weakness, saw that there was an air defense that he could take down, and then saw the fact that he can just back in the last air defense over there, and then just kind of get through this core section with all the dragons and making sure that they stay in the core with the help of the king. So very great job on that base identification, guys. If you see something like this for a base, definitely give it a shot with the dragons. I would highly recommend using dragons, because they are very strong in the game at this moment as well. So anyways, guys, this last dragon's gonna hold on to its breath and be able to take care of that last wizard tower with a few final breaths before it goes down, or actually never goes down. So anyways, guys, that was the first Town Hall 10 hit. We're starting from the bottom up. We're gonna go ahead and move on to, let's see, oh, I almost missed this one. I think I wrote it all weird. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and move on to number 19. This one's gonna be Rakib, and Rakib's actually gonna be doing mass minor attacks. So pretty much, as you can see, one giant is placed right here. Oh, cool. So that I believe this was scouted already. So for this attack, as you can see, there was a giant and a wall breaker. The wall breaker was to trigger the big bomb. So that was freaking awesome, and way to go, Rakib, for coming up with that. And seeing that weakness, because then that means that you don't have to use that heal spell at the very beginning for the miners, so that makes it to where you can save those heal spells for a little bit later. So very smart way of using a wall breaker, guys, to trigger that big bomb that would have been otherwise difficult to trigger if he didn't have a giant. So as you can see, there was a Laloon in the CC. So that's why it makes it ideal to use the heroes like how Rakib did. If it was a Golem CC, that would be a different story. You definitely don't want to attack a base with a Golem CC with miners, unless it's like a Queen Walk where you can take care of the clan castle. But in this case, because it is a Lava Hound, it definitely makes it prone to being minored. So as you can see, there's a cool Skelly Trap that's going to be used later on in the future, guys. And there's one final heal spell that is just placed right there. It's going to be placed right on top of these key structures, the Wizard Tower and the Bomb Tower, because those are going to be splash damage. So you want to make sure these miners stay alive and strong for these things. So anyways, guys, as you can see, the Skelly Trap is still saved. He doesn't really need it at this point because there's so many miners left. It's pretty much a miner overkill. We're going to go ahead and fast forward because there's a lot of miners, as you can tell. He's even going to swag that Skelly spell right in the middle of the CC section, guys. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next hit over here. It's going to be on number 18, and it's going to be by Ashpack, guys. So Ashpack is real good with that Sui Lalo type of attack. As you can see, the king is started at the top section closer to 9 o'clock, and the minions are placed at the bottom just to make sure that the king walks towards the top section, as you can see. So pretty much the point is to get a lot of value for the king and queen, since it is going to be a Sui hero. He's not expecting the heroes to stay alive. They're just there to get these key structures. So in this case, he uses the king ability real soon to make sure that the king takes care of those structures. That way it forces the queen to go inside. As you can see, the clan castle is sort of durable, but it's going to be a while before the queen actually does that. So it has to deal with the enemy king at this point, and I believe he's trying to take care of this wizard tower at least. That way there's no more splash damage in that section. And then after that, as you can see, the queen moves on to the bomb tower, moves on to the gold mine. I believe he's trying to get that air defense. I'm not 100% sure, but at least took care of some of the splash damage. And check it out, guys. One lava hound, a few loons in the back. Then after that, a nice rage spell that's going to be right on top of this inferno to make sure that the inferno goes down. So then the pathing goes very well as far as getting to the inferno goes. And then after that, sends in a nice rage spell with the double skelly to make sure that the queen goes down, guys. So then a nice rage spell takes advantage of that rage spell to get through with the loons, and then sends in a haste spell to reroute some of these loons because they were going the wrong way. And then places a super rage spell right where the inferno's at to make sure that he can take care of the inferno without his loons dying. As you can see, there's a lot of cleanup, guys. Some lava pups, a few minions, and a bunch of loons just right there, guys. So that was pretty much overkill. Great job, Ashpack. Way to go. He's one of our solid 10v10 hitters for sure. I'm very proud of him. Has been in EG for a long time, way longer than me, that's for sure. I've only been there for about a season at least. So anyways, guys, that was the Ashpack right there. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next hit. So those were the 3 10v10 guys. And now we're going to move on to one of the 10v11s. And I definitely have to show you this hit, guys. Kraj, he is one of our top 10v11 hitters. Got a 70% 2-star on a fresh hit, guys. Just amazing work. So sends in a haste spell, right? And then sends in the loons to be able to take care of this base. And this base, we've hit it a few times, I believe. I remember hitting this base myself as well. So anyways, Kraj very patient with the queen walk, making sure that the queen walks the right direction. And then check it out, guys. It's all about timing when it comes to this thing. Look, waiting for that cannon to almost go down and then sends in the hog riders. So why did he do that? If he wouldn't have sent the hog riders at the very beginning, they would have gone to the mortar and not pulled the clan castle. So as you can see, that was very important. And then that pulled the whole clan castle. So sends in a poison spell to be able to take care of the CC. The minions still doing some work over there. And then after that, the Valkyrie is going to give the queen a hard time for a little bit. But then after that, the queen's going to be able to overpower that Valkyrie and start moving towards the king. And at this point, we'll have to use a rage spell very soon because it's going to deal with the what is it called? The Expo and the king and the archer tower. So definitely had to use a rage spell for that attack. The queen's gonna move in slowly, guys. Check out that wall break. That was super awesome. Very great value there. As you can see, the percentage is racking up. Real nice loon that was placed right there just to make sure to get rid of the that Sam that was there. So then as you can see, the baby dragon gets taken care of because for some reason it didn't get pulled. I believe it was because of all the goblins and all that stuff that was there. So anyways, guys, nice rage spell that's going to keep the queen alive. So it takes care of the enemy queen. And as you can see, the queen still has the queen ability. So it's going to be very patient with this portion, guys. As you can see, sends in 3 Valkyries to kind of take care of these structures. And then after that starts breaking in. So those Valkyries are going to take care of that corner section, and then that's going to reroute these Valkyries. So it sends in a few more just to make sure that they create that pathway straight to the town hall. And then after that, once the pathway has been created, it's going to place that jump spell right there, and then sends in the rest of the Valkyries, guys. Check it out. It's going to be CC Valkyries, I believe. Some of them started going the wrong way, unfortunately, but look at this, guys. At least 4 of them stepped right in, but look at how fast they take care of this town hall, guys. Super duper fast. They even go to the Eagle Artillery, almost take it down with an impressive 69%, and then after that, the Archer is gonna, with the help of the Barbarians, are gonna get the 70% 2-star. So very great job by Crouch. Super awesome hit, man. Always proud of those hits. And always great when it comes to planning, comes up with some crazy things. And I also want to send a big shout out to Wen, because Wen pretty much helped me come up with this cool attack on their number 5. We were having a hard time with it. He kind of broke it down for me and explained everything in detail. So great job on explaining that one, Wen. So anyways, this is going to be the base, guys. If you want to check out the breakdown, like I said, I did do a plan and smash 11v11. That's the only 11v11 plan and smash live attack that I've done. But I do have that breakdown where I talk about the attack a little bit more. But pretty much I'm breaking in over here with the earthquakes, because the earthquakes act a little bit differently when it comes to the bowlers and the witches going through. Because whenever you use a jump spell, there's that lag, and I'll go ahead and zoom in so I can show you what I mean by the lag. So pretty much, as you can see, the bowlers are going to jump, right? So they're going to throw their rocks, and then after they jump, they kind of wait a little bit because they jump right in, and then they lag for a bit. So I don't want that lag when they're going to be dealing with 2 Infernos at the same time, which is why I just would much rather earthquake this portion, because that makes it so much easier. And right there, guys, I use the Grand Warden ability closer to the middle because I wanted to keep my troops alive as long as possible. So I didn't want to use it too soon at the top portion because there was no point. I had a nice heal spell to keep everything alive, but I did want to use it up top here because I knew that for sure my my bowlers and witches were going to deal with both Infernos, so it was best for me to use that Grand Warden ability a little bit sooner, guys. So as you can see, I had to use my Queen ability and pop it. And then after that, the Queen starts working her way down. The attack did go slightly different compared to my other one. This one almost failed. And you'll see why here shortly. So they did take care of the Wizard Tower. The Wizard Tower did do some work on my bowlers and almost took care of my bowlers, guys. So because of that, that made a huge difference. My first bowler went in, took a hit with the big bomb that's going to be coming up soon. And then after the big bomb deploys, actually, the spring track got me first, and then the bomb tower, because there was no more skeletons, started working on my witches and almost killed all my witches. Luckily, the skeletons were able to sneak in and take care of the bomb tower for the win, guys. So anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. This is DJ Clan Smasher, and like I said, this was a random war matchup. We were at a Town Hall 11 disadvantage, but we still managed to pull the victory. Very glad that I got that 3-star because it was definitely needed for this base. Because it was only 1-star, everybody was having a hard time getting a 2-star. So anyways, guys, thanks again for tuning in. This is DJ Clan Smasher, and don't forget to keep calm and clash on.